Hi, it's me, Ingrid INFP, and I was supposed to do a CBT therapy video, but the topic is pretty sensitive to me about saying no and boundaries and everything. And also, I'm so tired today. My therapist, my new therapist, I met her on 2 days ago. She's great. She seems like a good person. She's not a psychologist, she's just a regular counselor. But she has been at psychiatry before and met a lot of different people. Thing is, she hasn't met anybody with hoarder parents like I have. And she got a little bit lost in like everything because there was so much, and I'm so sick. But she suggested that maybe I have ADHD or autism. And I'm like, oh, not this again, you know. But like, you know, I have to consider the possibility because I don't have a better explanation for why I have the problems I have. And I wrote on the Instagram about it because it's difficult for me to like wrap my head around what is the problem. Why do I keep getting into these burnouts, you know? I don't know. But I wrote there, and my cousin, she has 3 boys, one older brother, 2 twin brothers, and one of the twins has autism. So she wrote to me, oh, I'm not sure that you're aware that one of my kids has autism. I was aware. My mom likes to gossip. So my mom had told me. And also I'd seen on Instagram that she was really positive. My cousin was really positive about her children, and she tries to accommodate for her child with autism and treat him similar but different from his other twin. And they go to separate schools because the one with autism has special needs. But she's always like really a staunch supporter of her children, however they are. And so it was really touching that she wrote to me and reached out when I had written like that about the fact that I might have ADHD or autism. And she said, like, keep me posted. If you want any help or resources, ask me, and stuff like that. So that is very nice. I know that there was another cousin, he has ADHD, and he liked the post, but he did not reply. He never replies. But it's nice to know that there is some support. It took a lot of energy from me, because on Monday I took on a new responsibility at work, which is that I sign lab analyses and prescriptions and stuff from other doctors for their patients, because now it's summer period, so people are on holidays, so somebody has to check the stuff while people are on holiday. So and also like the nurses often need a doctor to come and ask questions. So I was like the question doctor. People could come to me and ask their questions. But it just got too overwhelming. I had 70 things in my own inbox, and then I was supposed to like look at everybody else's inbox, and I just got so overwhelmed, and I was so tired by the end of the day. I went to sleep for like 12 hours. Then I was supposed to go back to work and then go to a therapist that day and find out that she thought that I had ADHD or autism. And then I had to go to the emergencies the afternoon and take the patients there because my supervisor was also feeling sick. but she was actually, I think, feeling bad because she came back to work today after being sick for 2 days, and she looked pretty unhappy, and that also kind of is hurtful. I asked her, like, are you doing okay? And she just like shook her head and said, let's talk about your patients. So that's a dismissal if I've ever seen one. And like, it's just like she asked me to talk about my issues, but like she doesn't want to talk about hers. So I mean, I can't take on her problems, but I do want us all to feel kind of okay. It's sad and kind of depressing that I know so many people who are burnt out. I was talking about my ENFJ friend. She's burnt out, or she was burnt out. She's getting better now. And my ISFJ friend from residency, she's also burnt out and only works 70%. I know of another girl who has been burnt out almost, but she has quickly decided to change jobs. And my ISFJ friend has been working himself towards burnout, but he's stopping himself. He's trying to take care of himself, so that's good. And then there are people who aren't doctors who are also getting burnt out. And it's sad that we live in such a world where everybody's burnt out. And it's like, there's not enough energy to go around, and people are just more and more mad at each other, and it's a lot. And then in the midst of all of that, one of my coworkers happened to mention that, because we got these new Pride pins, because it's Pride Month, so we have these Pride pins from the union that they have in a little bowl to like give out, and it says like a workplace for everybody. And this doctor kind of made fun of that. He was like, why should we have a workplace for everybody? And I was like, what do you mean? Tell me more. And he was like, well, it's mostly the Muslims who have a problem with LGBT, with homosexuals. Using the word homo in itself shows that you don't have like a good concept of what LGBTQ is, because the only people who use the word homo is, people who are straight and possibly homophobic. So that kind of put some, bitterness in my mouth, I was a little bit, and like after all of this, I was so tired, and so, today was better, but I still felt tired, and I was supposed to drive, and I couldn't. I tried to read some of my book, but it just feels like I'm very alone in all this, and I'm trying my best, but I don't want to crash again, and I'm going to be meeting that therapist again, and I hope for the best. But it is a big thing to say that I've maybe just been different from everybody all this time, I mean, I knew that I was different since birth, but I don't want to be like a special snowflake, whatever. I really wanted to be able to fit into all this. It takes so much energy, if you're not used to it? How are you going to do, like... So I've been working every day to like go to work and do my work and go back home, and I've had really good conversations with my patients and stuff. But I feel like this is too much. I'm going to crash again if I keep on going like this. I haven't had energy to do the running that I was trying to start up doing, and I've not had the energy to do my reading. I haven't had the energy to even like sleep correctly, and I just feel lethargic. So I'll probably go back up to the dosage medicine that I had before that gave me insomnia, but at least it gave me some energy when I came back home from work. I went in the forest and did a long walk for 6 kilometers last weekend, but it kind of like depleted me of all energy. So it's like, oh no, I don't know, but I cannot really talk about what's in the social anxiety book at the moment, because it hits differently, because it is kind of about like, you know, how to say no, and I can do that, but there are certain things that are like, you know, really difficult. It's like, it's about how to fit into social norms, and I don't like that. You know, it's not that I'm not trying hard enough. It's not important anymore. I don't care. I don't want to. And I want to be able to be myself, gay, autistic, or ADHD, or INFP, or whatever. I just want to be able to not have to struggle so hard every day. To just be able to be myself like other people do, you know? If everybody has to struggle this hard, well, that doesn't give me much hope about like the future. It should maybe give me some motivation to keep fighting, but it's just, I don't think that the problem is me, you know? Why, you know, I've had struggles since my first memories, okay? And even though nothing terrible has happened in my life, it's hard to not think of yourself as weaker than everybody else, because they seem to go through terrible things and still be standing, you know? Well, I crumble, it's like the smallest thing. But I can't put too much blame on myself, because society is hard to navigate, and the world is very hard and unsafe and hostile to human happiness. And it's hard for everybody. And maybe it just is a little bit extra hard for me. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. because I feel the panic coming on. But I do want to know what you guys think. I'm happy to watch your videos. Makes me happy to see other INFPs managing, trying in the world. So have a good day, everybody. Bye.